Greetings, my friends from the vinyl community. Welcome back to my channel. I'd like to thank all my new subscribers and listeners and all your comments. I really do appreciate it. This is actually part 7. This is 80s and some 90s, but mostly 80s. New wave, synth pop, some electro, freestyle, some 80s pop, a little bit in between. So this is part of my adventure I had last year of doing some serious digging in all the thrift stores, antique malls, the flea markets, record stores, and a little bit in between there too. So without further ado, I'm going to start the first one off. This is actually probably the oldest record in this installment video. And this is from 1980. And what I'm going to start it off with, a record on my want list. And it's actually LP by a very famous artist, more of the new wave, kind of electronic sound in his album. And I'm talking about Mr. David Bowie. Right here, Scary Monsters. This particular one I got from, it's called an antique mall. It's called the Mississippi Antique Gallery, the largest antique mall in Mississippi. And it's over there in Gulfport, between Gulfport and Biloxi. So this one right here is the original. So of course I've seen from other record shops, I've seen the represses, but I want to get the OG copy of an iconic album that features Ashes to Ashes, which is a more synth pop, new wave, electronic. It has Fashion on here, and also Scary Monsters and Super Creeps. Absolutely fantastic. I went to a booth, and in the booth they had bins, and also they had the those metal wire racks that's actually on the wall. And usually when you look up there, you just see some classic stuff, some classic rock, and maybe some regular pop, and some 70s stuff as well. I'm flipping through there, and I'm short, so I had to really tiptoe, get to the top. And as I was flipping through there I pulled out David Bowie. Could not believe it. OG copy. And I said to myself, it's a decent price. Let's see what the condition of the record is. I pulled it out, shiny, no scratches. I just couldn't believe the condition. So I picked this one up, and very, very happy to have this one in my collection. Going to 1981, I'm do all the records and the finds that I got from this actual antique mall. Next one was on my want list as well, but actually it wasn't the actual pictured jacket from 1981. This is actually a promo. This is Ultravox. This is called The Voice. The Voice is a very good synth pop track, new wave from Ultravox, from their album called Ragin' Eden. Ragin' Eden, I have that on my LP collection in the back. So there you go with The Voice from Ultravox. Going to the front of the store, as I migrate towards the counter to pay for all of it. And another thing is, this particular antique mall has like 7 or 8 different sections of vinyl records, so they just spread out. So I went to this, I seen the white jacket, and of course I see a white jacket, it's gonna be a 12-inch single. I have this group on another record, but I never had this particular track, and it's probably their most famous one. It's by Trouble Funk. It's called Trouble Funk Express. This is off of DETT Records. This is actually Trouble Funk's record company. They founded. I think it's like Dylan, Edwards, Taylor, and something else. And they're out of the DC area. And they have another one called Say What. I have it on 12-inch single. And some other ones that was produced by Trouble Funk. And I have a couple of them. It's called Arcade Funk. And another one is called, I can't remember the other one, Search and Destroy. So Search and Destroy, Arcade Funk, and I have Say What, and of course I got Trouble Funk Express, and it's along the vibes of Kraftwerk's Trans Europe Express, and back in 85, MCADE had one called Bass Rock Express. Same vibe as Trans Europe Express by Kraftwerk. And of course, Kraftwerk is a very good influencer of all the music that was in the early 80s. Everybody copied that sound. Going to another, it's like an antique mall, more of a flea market, I guess. This particular one, I think it was called Finders Keepers. It was actually in Biloxi on the other side of the bay. And I went back there. They had some really old records, so I was getting a little disappointed where the jackets were beat up and they were really cheap, and I didn't think I would find anything. As I migrated to the left-hand side of the antique mall, there were some bins that was in the middle. It looks like they built some like black wooden bins, and they actually put like a post in the middle. That was pretty cool. I never seen one before. I guess sometimes you see kind of like a CD carousel kind of deal, and this one was like vinyl records, and it had a big, like a 4x4 in the middle. So as I was digging through there, you won't believe what I found. I found Information Society Running Remix from 1986. Good electro freestyle there. Another very good, iconic, kind of rare electro that came out in 1990 off of Vision Records is Turntable Action by Mr. Steve Masters. And of course, this one was 1990. In 1989, Steve Masters put out the original Turntable Action on Tribenticular Records, which is very rare and still on my want list today. I still don't have it after all these years of waiting. The price is pretty high, so of course I got to wait a little longer. Okay, as I go through there and I pick out something called Mix It. Everybody should know this one. DJ Subscription by Cameron Powell. And it's got some Hippie Chick by Soho on here. This is CP38. I think it came out in 1990. Here's a, I guess more of a dance hits by a band that I really respect a lot. And this particular one came out, I think, in 89. And here we go. Hubert Ka. This is called The Best of Hubert Ka Dance Hits. This is Military Drums, Machine Gun, So Many People, It's Me, Kathy, Follow My Heart. These four right here are some pretty special 12-inch singles to come out. I actually have two of them. I have Military Drums, which came out in 87. Very good club hit. The vocals, it's got the trumpets in the background. Good electronic beats. Military Drums, very good song. And so Many People is a good track too. The only two I don't have on 12-inch single, Machine Gun and It's Me, Kathy, right there. So very surprised to pull this one out of that box carousel deal they had built. Another one out of there that I picked up, and I don't have this one in my collection, and it's Erasure. It's called The Circus. I'm not sure when it came out. Might have been 86 or 87. So Erasure, still collecting Erasure 12-inch singles. I don't have any of their LPs, but maybe if I see some in my adventures through these antique malls, I might pick it up. So there we go with Circus, Erasure 12-inch single. I seen a black sleeve, so I picked it up. I didn't know what it was, and it just was a blind buy. Sometimes you take a chance, you do blind buys. Kind of like back in the day when we used to collect records and we go in the record store. We wasn't really sure. We haven't heard it in the radio. It might have been played in the club before. And when I seen this one right here, it was a black label called Sonic Records. And immediately I knew it was going to be like a techno song. So the group is called Supermatic, And the track is called Can't Stop the Bum Rush. So, again, it's a blind buy. It was only $1, so it was well worth it to me. All right, going on my adventure still to another antique mall. I went through there. The prices were so high. Can't remember which one it was, but I passed all those up. Wasn't paying the high dollar for those. That was actually higher than what you would expect from eBay and Discog. So no go on that one. So I went to the back and I slipped this one out. Miss Taylor Dane with Every Beat of My Heart. And of course I have Tell It to My Heart. Prove Your Love is another one I have. So there we go. With a really good Taylor Dane. I think this was 87 with Every Beat of My Heart. Okay, back to, this is Gulfport, Mississippi. And this actually is the same record that I found with the Talking Heads songs about food and buildings. And it was a white label, so I said, let me just pull it up. This actually is a very popular track from, I think, 82 it came out. This is Vanity 6, Nasty Girl. This one was made in 1989. I had to look it up. And this one right here, there was only 200 copies made. So I guess it's pretty rare, 200 copies made of a very popular song. It's more kind of breakbeat house type of remixes. I don't think the original mixes on here is actually all remixes. So here we go with that Vanity 6. Pulled it up, white label, Took a Chance, Nasty Girl. Got it for a fantastic price. Still in Mississippi, we took a ride to Bay St. Louis. And right on the strip, they had like it's an antique shop, really. And inside the antique shop, they have some records. And I always wanted to get this on 12-inch single, and I finally got it. From 83, this is called I Eat Cannibals by Toto Coelho, which they changed their name for the United States. I think this was released in the LA. I think the original was a UK pressing. And the UK pressing, they have Toto Coelho, and they changed it to Toto Coelho right there. So I Eat Cannibals, originally released in 82. This copy right here from the US is 1983. So good to have that one. My local record store, let's see what I found. Went to the bargain bins. Bargain bins are really cheap. So I started flipping through there and pulled this one out. Propaganda. This is Dr. Mabuse. The 9 Lives of Dr. Mabuse. This one is a UK pressing. It's kind of thin. That's what it looks like right there. Like this artist, Propaganda, really good vocals. Love their beats. I have their LP, and also I have another 12-inch single by this group. Oh, very happy to have this one. Again, I love the band Ultravox. And when I pull it up, this was in the new arrivals. This is called The Collection. It has Dancing with Tears in My Eyes, The Voice, Vienna. It has Passing Strangers on here. It's got really good stuff. Laments on here. So I love their vibe, love their stuff. Pulled it up. Fantastic price in the new arrivals. Next up is my only mobile fidelity sound lab record in my collection. This one is the Sisters of Mercy, and the album is called Floodland. I was so impressed. It's more dark wave, synth pop, goth rock. This one right here is Dominion's on here, Mother Russia, This Corrosion. And I'm telling you, This Corrosion was on my want list for a long time. I never got it. I don't have any of this artist, Sisters of Mercy, in my collection. But when I heard Dominion, wow, what an amazing song. I mean, the whole album is great. And plus the the sound quality of the fidelity is amazing. So happy. I bought this sealed condition, and it's a reissue, but it sounds absolutely fantastic. Sisters of Mercy. I think we got time for one more 12-inch. We'll do part 8 right after this. Okay, the last record is a very iconic 1983 LP. It's not the original because the original is like $60, $70. So I got the reissue 180 gram. New Order. There we go. Awesome. It's got this is called Power, Corruption, and Lies, and this is actually the reissue. I think it was 2018 it came out, and it's got Age of Consent, which is amazing. Your Silent Faces on here. It doesn't have Blue Monday. Blue Monday was a 12-inch single that came out in the same year, but not released on this LP. Very genius of New Order to release that one on 12-inch single, because it's the best-selling 12-inch single club of all time. I think it sold, I don't know, 12 million copies, something like that. Just very smart, and they come out with this one right here. Good vibe. One of their best LPs, if not their best LP they ever produced. So there we go with Power, Corruption, and Lies from New Order. We'll end it right there. Just stay tuned for part 8 coming up next. Thank you very much for watching.